The top of the Empire State Building.
Z100, New York. What's up? I'm Crystal. We got Maxwell in the house. This is our Z100 Artist Interview Lounge presented by Hackensack Meridian Health. And we've got Lauren Spencer Smith in the building, our iHeartRadio On the Verge artist. Girl, how you doing? How you feeling?
Come on.
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm like overwhelmed with everything that's happening.
When you hear those words like iHeartRadio On the Verge artist, and you know how special that is, and it's because of what you do to connect with this particular song. Like the smile is obviously big. Duh, that would be a dumb question to ask. But how does that feel in your heart to know that what you sought out to do, create music that connects, that really, I don't know, dials into the emotions of all your followers and fans, is working?
There's like one side of it that's like, I can't comprehend any of it. And you're like, this isn't happening to me. Then there's another side of it that's also like, I feel like the one thing I want to do is like inspire other people. And like, I've worked so hard just to do music, and to know that like all of that is just like paying off and I'm finally doing what I love. It's the most rewarding feeling ever.
I mean, you're out here with millions of streams, your songs on the radio, on the entire country. What are like your homies back home? What is your family? What are your friends saying? Like who's hitting you up that you're like, we weren't friends like that, bro?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those. But no, my best friends and everybody just like can't believe it. Like my mom's like, I can't focus at work. Like my best friends are like, I just can't believe this is happening to you. Like everyone's just so like, I can't believe this. And it's also nice too, like I'm from Vancouver Island, and on the island, like there's kind of just like a stigma. Like I was told in high school, people from the island don't become anything. Like it's definitely like a you stay on the island kind of thing. And I'm getting so many messages from so many people that are like, you've inspired me to like leave the island and like go move to America, or like you've just made it seem like, you know, anything is possible. And like that's so rewarding to know that as well.
And to have done it by being you, being so true to you, that's got to be one of the best feelings, that you didn't have to create an alter ego or travel down a path that wasn't so authentically you. Having Fingers Crossed be that song that's helping so many people connect to you. How special are those feelings for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. And it's like, I always say this too, like when I meet like my fans in person, like it is one of the best feelings to know that I'm not putting on like a persona. Like I meet people and I'm just like, oh my God, like do you have a boyfriend? Like I'm like the same, I'm just am myself on the internet. And it's also so rewarding to know like people just accept me for me, and I can be myself on the internet, because there's so many people that don't feel like they can be themselves and aren't as accepted. And to know that everyone is just like full open arms, like we want this like teenage heartbroken girl, like we want to support her. Like,
Here for it.
It's so nice. Yeah.
Of course, we want to touch on how you auditioned for American Idol. Luke Bryan was left speechless. That's so cool to watch. Now, would you encourage other artists that are young and hungry and trying to make it?
Wait, your voice cut out a little bit, Crystal. Bring it up again. Yeah, no, your voice cut out.
Wi-Fi in here. What's going on?
Yeah.
Lauren, would you encourage other young artists that are hungry to make it in the music industry to get into like music competitions and reality shows like that? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, it's like a person-to-person basis. I think like the shows are so amazing for getting your name out there and like, you know, building a following. Like there's people that I met on the show that like I've written majority of my songs with, and that I still FaceTime every single day. They're my best friends. I actually met my manager on the show that I still work with now. Like there's you get a lot of connections and a lot of things from it. I wouldn't say if you're like, you've already had 500,000 followers, you know, you've already built your platform. But I think totally if you're an upcoming artist, I think they can be great, and that you meet so many cool people. And if you're from like a small town where I'm from, nobody else sings, and you finally get to be around other singers and people who like just have the same goals and aspirations as you, which is like really great to be around. And if you've never been in the music industry, it does give you a little bit of a taste of like, okay, I got to get up at 4 a.m. Like, you know, Hollywood Week is like, you got to learn all my songs, got to make sure I'm vocal resting, got to make sure everything's perfect. Like it gives you a nice taste of like, this is what Hollywood is like.
Before all that, I mean, before you took a chance on yourself, you knew that this was going to be a thing that you were going to do? You said before you've been singing and there's videos of you, like where are the carpool karaoke videos when you were 3 years old? And what was that, like 2007 or whatever? What songs were you singing when you knew that you kind of felt like, yeah, this is going to be, were you, let's 2007, what was that? Was that Flow? Were you singing Flow Rida Low in the car, Lauren? Like what?
I sang a lot of like, these aren't really like singer songs. I feel like my dad always listens to a lot of like Oasis and like The Killers and like there's this one song called the JCB song that probably don't know what it is, but it's like a British like it's literally about like it's just this one like song I sang it at my uncle's wedding when I was like 11. Like it's just one of those songs from England. But like Oasis, The Killers, Natalie and Brugula Torn, like, you know, all that stuff that was on my parents' iPod when I was younger was like that's what I was jamming to when I was 3.
You were hearing the click of the circle on the iPod, like click, 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 click. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you were so beautiful, girl. You know, Sean Kingston comes up.
I also on the iPod a lot was what's the song where it's like, look at the stars, look how you shine. Yeah, that was like a big
kiss me. Kiss me.
Yeah. That's adorable. Yeah, no, we really are influenced by what our parents put on, and that really shapes the kind of people that we turn into. Now, I kind of want to know what you're watching. Like, what do you like to stream? Do you like to watch YouTube, or are you just constantly scrolling on TikTok? Like, what are you into?
Yeah. So I always tell everyone this. 1, I don't have time to watch Netflix. But 2, I'm like so talkative. Like when I'm at the gym, I'm on FaceTime. Like any free moment of any day, I'm on FaceTime. And so I literally like the only time I'll actually watch something is like if me and my boyfriend or my friend like screen share and we're like, okay, let's watch something on YouTube. Like I've watched every talent show video ever existed, like X Factor, America's Got Talent, like every single one. Growing up, I watched a lot of YouTube, a lot of Netflix, you know, Grey's Anatomy, seen all the staple shows. But like the last year specifically, I've been just traveling so much and doing music that like if I don't FaceTime people in my free time, like I don't have those relationships anymore. So I'm like, I keep telling my friends, I'm like, yo, I don't even need my Netflix subscription anymore. Like we don't watch Netflix. Like I just FaceTime people.
Don't cancel it, because there are definitely people that are still counting on you to pay that bill. All right.
Yeah.
Crystal knows from experience. Don't cancel it.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, oh my gosh. When you still take those moments to connect with those that have been a part of this journey since day one, and they say it's cliche, but it takes a village. You know, when you're able to share those moments with your family and friends, and as you said before, and we were joking, you know, mom said she can't concentrate at work and things like that, but that's got to be just that extra special sauce on top of it as you continue. This is just the beginning parts of it all. So, you know, collectively, what does it not only mean to you, but what do you think it means to those that are constantly there to support you?
Yeah, I mean, I think even times like what's happening right now more than ever, it's even more important that I stay connected with the people that have like been there for me since day one. But even just like growing up, still to this day, I want to buy my mom a house, and like to know that like I'm just like steps closer to being able to like financially like support my family and my friends, and like, you know, like even just my friends with their jobs. Like the more connected I am in the world, the more I can help other people in my life like achieve their goals and like start their own businesses, and everybody is just going to collectively get to like follow their dreams and be a part of something really special. But they've just always been so supportive since day one. I would never leave any of them behind. I want them to be on the whole thing, and like even though they don't understand the music industry, they're still just the most supportive family and friends ever.
Heck yeah, dude.
I love hearing how you're trying to make sure that everyone in Vancouver Island is taken care of. Like mom.
I know. I'm like, everybody needs a car. Everybody needs like their rent.
Turn to the Vancouver Island Oprah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm wondering is, what are some like real different culture shocks that you've noticed, because you've been traveling a lot and you've been spending time in LA? Like, what are some things that you've noticed? You're like, okay, I didn't know it was gonna be like this in LA or in these big cities. They're just so different.
I would say like the stereotype around like Canadians being really nice is like true. But I think when you walk in a restaurant in Canada, they're like begging on their knees, like really working for that extra $5 tip. And whereas like here, it's definitely more just like, yo, there's a table. And I was like, oh, like,
Yeah,
that's
time
what we
out.
do in
Did you
Canada.
low key, Crystal? Did you get that she felt that energy when she was here in New York, though? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, did you?
It depends where you go, but I definitely find like the
Uh-oh.
whole stereotype. The Canadians always say sorry. Like if we bump into someone, we're like, oh my goodness. Whereas when I'm in big cities, it's like everyone just like elbowing each other and hitting each other. And then I'm like, I'm sorry. And someone's like, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. Like in Canada, you're both like, I'm so sorry. Can I like grab your number, buy you a coffee? Like everyone's trying to like make sure everybody's okay. Whereas in big cities, like it's just so busy and nobody cares about anything but like getting to their destination.
Oh yeah, here in New York, it's all about your own business. You're not looking behind,
Yeah.
you're not looking next to you. You're just off to the next
Mhm.
dollar.
Yo, we got a couple more before we get you out here, girlfriend. The world knows that you are a massive, massive Adele fan. And I don't know if anyone's been able to find out how your heart feels. The tickets that you got to see her in Vegas, all of a sudden, she's going through some things. Let this be your let's be your therapist.
Like so like basically got them. The people in my life that I'm going with, it's like so important that they go. Like they have always wanted to go their whole life and they want to go so badly. So it's like I have seen her before, but I like especially want to go because these people in my life need to go. Like they have to go so badly. So I'm more like upset for them that it's like being postponed because I'm obviously a musician, so like I get it, and I'm like, okay, you know, things get canceled. We're not mad at her, but I'm like, this show needs to happen. Like they need to go. Everyone needs to be happy. We need to have our Vegas trip. Like I want it to happen so badly.
We're gonna manifest it. It is, but here's the thing. One thing that Crystal and I, veterans of Vegas, is I don't know if you have just yet. Turn the phone. Don't FaceTime when you're there. Don't do any live.
Yeah.
What happens in Vegas, Lauren, stays in Vegas.
In Vegas. Yeah.
Oh my God.
My first Vegas trip, I think, too. I've never been.
Oh,
Dang,
it's
it'll
gonna be
happen.
Yeah.
She's gonna give us those dates, and you're gonna be the first one in line to get those tickets.
You're gonna be
back
all
in
right.
your hands, and whoever needs to.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Your song, Fingers Crossed, we play it all day, every day here on Z100. Any, last thank you to your fans and everyone that's been supporting you.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, literally just thank you to everybody who plays it and listens to it and has been supporting me since before and who's supporting me now. I love everybody. I'm so thankful.
Girlfriend, listen. Open door policy. I know things are a little weird with COVID and all that, and we're stuck to doing these little square boxes. But next time you're here in the city, we promise, Crystal and I here at Z100 promise to show you a lot more hospitality than that person at the bodega that was just like, here's your slice. Go. We got you. All right.
Yes.
That chick that elbowed you on the train. That was not cool.
Not cool at all. No.
Sorry,
We got your back, girlfriend. Oh, alarm's going off.
Yeah.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Spencer Smith, thank you so much for hanging out with us at our Z100 Artist Interview Lounge. This is presented by Hackensack Meridian Health. And like Max said, we can't wait to see you soon here in New York.
From the top of the Empire State Building